Pharaoh had a change of heart. Because the slaves that God wanted to use, that he produced and purified through the furnace of affliction, Pharaoh then felt threatened that they would one day supplant him. Come on, minister, come on. So he decided to kill them all. And he sent his army after Moses and the children of Israel. Now, what is the army that Pharaoh sent out to kill the children of Israel? And what is this army that the modern Pharaoh has sent out to kill the children of the former slaves? Since we are the fulfillment of the prophetic picture of the children of Israel,
listen.
what is Pharaoh's army? Is the Food and Drug Administration part of that army? Is the Center for Disease Control a part of the army? Are the pharmaceutical companies a part of the army? Is the American Medical Association a part of the army? Is the court system and the prison system part of that army? Is the closing of hospitals in the black community, is that a part of the plan? Is closing Grady Memorial, is that a part of the plan? Is the placement of black people near hazardous waste sites, is this part of the armed forces that have been let loose to kill the modern Moses and Aaron and to kill the modern children of Israel? Look at the death rates among black people. Look at the diseases that afflict us. Look at the government policies that promote this destruction of the black community. Is this an accident or is this on purpose?
Preach, minister, preach.
The army's behind us, but the Red Sea is in front of us.
In front of us.
And the Red Sea represents war, revolution, and bloodshed that is going on, and the only way we can get through to that promised land which God has promised is that there must be a parting of the Red Sea, that the righteous may go through safely. And this is where we are today. And this is why both the Bible and Quran suggest a plan of salvation for the righteous. Are you ready to come out? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, quote, "Integration is a hypocritical trick to make you think that your 400-year-old enemy has all of a sudden become your friend. He's given us many promises. All of them have proved false. So are we ready now to accept the promise of God?" Some of us are in a wilderness condition, murmuring against God because we came out from under Pharaoh but have not gotten where God wants us to go. So we're in the wilderness wondering whether we should go back and serve Pharaoh because it's too hard to think about building an independent nation. It's too hard to think about being free from our former slave masters and their children. We think it is too hard to build up an economy that will take care of the needs of our people. It's too hard. Let's go back and serve Pharaoh. So those who came out in the 60s, we used to say, "What time is it?" And we would cry back, "It's nation time." But we don't hear you anymore. You're in the wilderness now, murmuring against those who would desire to separate and build an independent existence. You're murmuring now against the voices that call for reparations. You're murmuring now because you've gone back to Pharaoh and you're comfortable with Pharaoh, but the masses of your people are not. We want out of this. How long will we continue to suffer in every generation, fighting the same people that our fathers fought, that our grandfathers fought, that our great-grandfathers fought, and now you're still willing to pass on to your children your cowardice because you still want a place with your former slave masters and their children? How long can we commit another generation to the slaughter of our open enemies? How long? Don't look at me like I've did something wrong. It's time for you scared to death Negroes to bite the dust. Our people must be free.